Hello people of the internet, it's Amanda and my face is looking a little too bare right now, but there's a reason for that which I'll be talking about in a sec. But if you've seen my previous video, then you would know that I went to Japan for 2 weeks and I got a haul, and I've talked about some of the stuff that I got, a mix of beauty products, fangirly stuff, all those things. And I did mention there that I wanted to talk about a specific product as it's in its own video, and that's what we're going to be doing today. So I'm talking about the TIRTIR Mask Fit Cushion in the shade Red. Now this one won the Cosme Best Cosmetics 2023 award for the cushion category. It's not a Japanese product, it's actually a Korean product, but if you know your J-Beauty, then you would know that with Cosme, that's where all the girlies are at when it comes to the products that they love, and so I decided to give it a try. Now initially I thought that TIRTIR is actually a Japanese brand because my first encounter of it is when Satoshori from Sexy Zone was their endorser. But then eventually, you know, through research and stuff, I found out that it actually was a Korean brand. So there's that. I got it in 2 sizes. So they have a small one. This one is 4.5 grams and this one is 18 grams. This one is around 2,700 yen, and this one, if I'm not mistaken, is around 1,700 something yen. So it's not exactly like too cheap, but not exactly too expensive as well, putting it out there, especially if you get it tax-free when you're in Japan. So there. Now there are other variants of it depending on the type of finish that you want, or for your skin type. They have one that's really matte, high coverage. They have something that's just natural, glowy. The good in between is the red one, which is why this is the top rated one, the favorite of almost anybody. And I'm gonna be talking more about it in today's video. But just a few things about this. So I got the shade 23N in sand. It only has 3 shades. Wherever I went to, I think that's just how it is when it comes to East Asian products. The shade ranges are very limited. But I heard that they might be expanding the shade range of this soon because of the demand that it got. But for this, I'm not exactly that fair, so this is like the darkest shade that I can get. And what I can say right off the bat for this one is it comes off really light on me, but it kind of like oxidizes to match my shade. But again, if you're someone, because I'm in the medium skin type, medium skin tone, I think I'm around NC 35, NC 40 when it comes to like the MAC foundation matching. Maybelline Fit Me, I'm around shade 310 Sun Beige. So I usually go for like those kinds of shades, like it's not too deep, not too light, but just in the middle. And yeah, and I think this one kind of like fit me, but I still had to like adjust it here and there to match my skin tone with a little bit of bronzer and contour and stuff like that. So just to take note, if you plan to buy it and you have either the same skin tone as me or something that is a little bit deeper. But yeah, I really hope that they release more shades because of the reasons that I'll be talking about in today's video. But anyways, with that said, so let's just get to the review. Here's the thing, I don't like cushion foundations at all. I don't know, I mean, I think it works the same dynamic as when you get a sponge applied to your face and stuff like that, but for me, I just haven't found like a cushion foundation that worked for me. So I was pretty skeptical to try this at first, but I was just like, you know what, if the J girlies are loving it, then I want to give it a shot. So I got this, and this is how it looks like on the inside. It comes with its own puff and then a cover for the actual product, which is this one. Let's do a quick swatch. So this is what the swatch looks like, and again, it may seem like it's an okay match for me, but at the same time, like, it still is a little bit too light. And it's crazy because can do is just get that. It's crazy because one push of this even if I go like really light, so let's say that amount of product, and I even like tap it here at the back, like the back cover, so that I can still reuse it because it's too much. It like the coverage is already really crazy. And I've used this a couple of times, both when I came back here in the Philippines and when I was in Japan. And I have to say that it really like it covers like this and applies like crazy. Now I have really dry skin, like really dry skin, and it was really cold in Japan at the time, so my skin got even drier when I was there. So I have to say that you can do your usual skin prep and it'll actually apply on the skin really nicely. Because when I was in Japan, like if you don't do some skin prep and you have really dry skin, this will kind of like crack on you, and it'll still show like cracks around like wherever it is that your skin is kind of like really dry. So while it does look good, I think for most people, for people with dry skin or just really dehydrated skin, you have to really do some skin prep for it to like work, which I think is quite valid. But you know, if you're kind of expecting to just apply it, and with other people saying that, you know, it just applies flawlessly no matter what your skin type is, you can't do it with like not with just a kind of like a wash your face type of prep, and then that's it, because you do still need to kind of like hydrate your skin before you apply it so that it looks nice. For me, I've been using these products. So this is the Aqua Label moisturizer, the Milano CC one, brightening lotion in Rich, and the Skin Aqua one, which I also mentioned in my haul video, and that really helped in terms of like how like the TIRTIR cushion applies onto my skin. But again, just like any other skin like product or foundation or anything like that, it can cling to really dry patches if you don't do some prep beforehand. Okay, so this is what the product looks like freshly applied. So as you can see, the shade match, it's really too light on me. I look kind of like ghostly, but it'll oxidize a little bit later so that it will match me a bit nicer. But just up close, so this is what it looks like. So I do have like a lot of dry patches because of like just in general, and then I experienced fall winter weather in Japan, but it really just applied nicely on my cheeks, even my forehead, so that's looking really nice and flat right there. It's still showing a little bit of like my blemishes and even like my dark under eyes, which is something that can be remedied by concealer. I mean, this is they mentioned that it's a little bit high coverage than the other variants, but it's not completely full coverage, but you can definitely like build it up, especially if you don't have a lot of blemishes compared to me. It might look a bit more like full coverage on you. But yeah, so that's how it looks like. I'll just finish the rest of my makeup and then I'll share more of my thoughts. And here's how it is. I just did some little adjustments when it comes to my makeup, added a little bit of bronzer and also some blush, lipstick, eye makeup, and all of that. But this is how it looks like. Again, the skin looks really nice and flat, but it still has kind of like that skin-like glow, which I've always really wanted to achieve, because again, as I mentioned, I have really dry, flaky skin. And so do I recommend the TIRTIR one? Absolutely. Again, I do wish that they expand their shade range. You can also look up what kind of finish would you like or coverage that you would want with their different versions. But again, The red one, solid. I understand the hype behind this, and I do suggest that you go with like the smaller ones first if you want to just give it a try before going with the big one. Because again, as you've seen earlier, just one press and it already covers a lot, so that's really good. It is value for money with, like, even if it's 2,700 yen for this big, like with that just one press, and then the coverage is really for the rest of the face already. I think that's really, really cool. But yeah, overall, I just really, really love these products. But again, just do some skin prep if you have skin like me, so that it will work out, because it has a tendency to like cling to some of the dry patches if you really have like dry skin and you just you just wash your face and just, I don't know, don't moisturize as much. But for me, really, really worked out well. And I absolutely love this, and I'm glad that I bought like two versions, one for my purse and one for when I do my actual makeup. So yeah, so sorry if this is all over the place. I just want to share the reasons why I absolutely love this product here on my channel. If you haven't yet, please check out my last video talking about, you know, the other stuff that I got in Japan while I was there. And with that said, so thank you so much for watching this video. Tell me down in the comments below if you've tried this product, if you want to try this product, and I don't know, like just things or J-beauty products that you would probably want to get when you visit Japan. Let's talk it out in the comments as usual. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel and you would want to hear more from me, please hit subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you again soon in a new one. Bye!